Am I audible? Am I audible in the back? So, hi guys, I welcome all of you to the launch of Ultraviolet Space Station at Delhi on this very busy weekday. Thank you all for coming. We have Mr. Narayan Subramaniam and Mr. Neeraj Rajmohan, who are our founders, here today to launch the event and for the launch presentation. So, first, we'll start off with the ribbon cutting and please proceed.
So the specific so the service center also. So they want to go in. 1 second. मेरे पास रहेगा तो वो पढ़ाई आप ऑटो में आए come this side yeah right.
Thank you guys. Please get seated. And can we close the doors now? Yeah, done. So everyone settled. Guys, welcome to the launch of our 12th Experience Center across India. And this is the first in North India ultraviolet space station that we're launching today. And we're very happy and excited for you guys to be here. Without further ado, I would now like to invite Mr. Narayan Subramaniam over here and grace us, please.
Thank you, Jatin. Good morning, Delhi. Welcome all of you. And like Jatin said, it's a proud occasion for us. We formally complete our phase 1 of expansion with one of the most important cities in our roadmap, which is the Delhi NCR region, starting out here today. And let me also give you a small introduction to the brand, what we set out to do. So we've got a few slides here that gives you context to who we are, what we've done, and what our roadmap ahead is as well. So to begin with, Ultraviolet began with the vision of making in India for the world. Neeraj and I have been friends from our childhood. Both of us know each other for a very long time. I come from an automobile design background. I'm a designer who was working in Japan, Europe, before coming back to India in 2015. Neeraj was on the technology side, on the hardware, software, electronic side. He was working in the US and India before coming back in 2014-15 as well. And for the both of us, what we realized was the large companies are taking time to innovate. We could see companies like Tesla that are rapidly progressing on the technology and the disruption front of the mobility space. And we believe that with the right kind of team, we could pull off something like that in India. We were very confident. India has all of the talent when it comes to design, technology, and a very rich heritage of motorcycling. And all of this together, we were quite confident of building a great brand and product, set of products out of India for global markets. So, designing in India for the world was the vision that we started with. And today that is reality. What you see behind me is a launch in Europe, which happened early November. So the F77s are what you see the motorcycle here, the F77 Mark II is now Europe certified, which enables us to have our presence across 40 different countries around the world. So this also goes back to 2016 when we started designing our technology and systems. That we were clear it should be compliant for global markets and use cases. And it is that 7 years of R&D today that has given us a product that is now actually being designed in India, going to global markets in the same way, shape and form. Right? So there is no difference between the specs on the India motorcycle variants and the global variants as well. So this was EICMA, which happens in Milan every year. It's the mecca of motorcycling, where a lot of concepts, a lot of companies showcase their current future portfolio of products, and the Ultraviolette F77 was widely appreciated for the design and the specifications across the board. We also showcased a concept called the F99, which is India's first superbike. I have a little more on that coming ahead. And Concept X, which sort of is a representation of how the Ultraviolette portfolio is going to expand in the months to come. So when we talk about designing in India, this is entirely imagined, designed and made in India. What you see behind me was the first sketch based on which the motorcycle was developed. This happened in 2018, and from here till the production ready motorcycle today, it's been an incredible journey where we've not only improved on what the concept showcased, but a lot more gone in terms of the tech across the board, from the battery to the onboard electronics. So 7 years R&D has gone into this, and a testament of that is the fact that we are today India's highest award grossing motorcycle in the last season, the electric motorcycle space. And a big shout out to the entire media community that has recognized our efforts when it comes to designing motorcycles and technology ground up. And some of the feedback from popular media houses across India is what you see here. But I'd like to talk about one aspect, which is the people designing the F77 seem to know motorcycles well. I think that goes back to how we are trying to create a very differentiated product in the electric mobility space. We have a few thousands of scooter companies in the world of electric two-wheelers, but a handful of electric motorcycle companies. Now the technology is difficult to build for motorcycles. The performance levels that we're talking about are 10 times higher than conventional scooter segments. And the fact that we are all passionate motorcycle enthusiasts ground up before starting Ultraviolette. I've owned everything from a 100cc motorcycle that was my dad's motorcycle, which I first started riding when I was 16, 17, to owning 5 motorcycles and ultimately meter class motorcycles before starting the company. Neeraj has had a history with owning 4 motorcycles himself, and our extended team, both on the design and the tech front, are all strong motorcycle enthusiasts ground up. So motorcycles represent freedom, motorcycles represent excitement, and of course you're something to look forward to every time you go to work in the morning or you want to drive back home in the evening, and of course those exciting weekend rides as well. So all of that is what has gone into defining and building the specs and the technology on the F77. Now global expansion, this was our launch in Turkey at Istanbul in March. Our retail footprint is about to take off. 2025 should see our first foray, our pilots into global markets. So we're now going to start our expansion beyond India, starting with Europe and Turkey. So Europe includes Germany, Spain, Portugal, France and Italy. These are going to be our first markets, and of course Turkey as well. And today we're in India in 12 cities, now which completes phase 1 of our expansion. And what we're talking about in terms of the retail formats are 2 formats. Where we are today is called the Ultraviolette Space Station. The Space Station is an immersive overall brand experience. When you talk about when you talk about the brand, it's from the product. Part of motorcycles is the ability to go on those long rides, and this ties back to what we perceive as range anxiety in electric vehicles. When we started working on the technology, we outright wanted to solve this once and for all. And it's not going to be an overnight effort. There needs to be a lot of interventions that go into it. We identified 3 ways to tackle range. One is the product itself having enough and more range. The second aspect is ability to charge on the go. And third aspect is the network of charging stations across the country. So we've invested time, effort, capital in all of these aspects.